All right, so here's your property. Beautiful property, 28 acres here in Deering, Georgia. All right, try not to spin too quick for you. But you can hear the cars, so it is a fairly busy road. But one unique thing about this property is it has public sewer and public water because it runs right along that highway. So super interesting that they have that on 28 acres. That's not common. So I'm gonna walk you on the outside first, and then we'll go through the inside because I just spoke to the owner whose parents own this place, and they have passed on, so she's selling it. And she's getting the inside of it a little tidied up. She had an estate sale today. And so all we're gonna do is we're just gonna walk down 28 acres. I don't know how far this is, but she says that there is a pond they cut a path to on the property. And so we're just gonna take a little walk. It's a nice warm day here in lovely Georgia, but we'll go through the woods and see what's out here. She said I could drive it. Well, I'm gonna have to clear some more branches before I take a nice truck and get it scratched up, but so very wooded. Back here, the front was nicely cleared. And this is great for like, wow, ATVs or something, a little, four-wheeler out here and just tour your property. I don't know if you guys like to hunt, but I imagine there's a lot of deer running through all of the forest back here. All right. This path will get overgrown fairly quickly if you don't do something to keep these roots from growing back and everything else. I mean, you have to get a little tractor or something, bobcat to keep it nice and clear, or they, for a reasonable fee, you can pay somebody to do it. But I needed a little walk. This is really nice. The canopy, I mean, these trees are just, there are a lot of hardwoods back here, which is unusual. In Georgia, you get more pine forests than you do like hardwood. But see all these like maple leaves and birch, and then of course the pines are there, but interesting they left that one. I would have cleared that one out. All right, how are we doing? I've got 3.5 acres, so I'm trying to think what 28 feels like. But we're starting to get somewhere. It's clearing out a little bit. I mean, this is just a very rare property. To have 28, sorry, something tried to bite me or something. To have 28 acres, and it's in Deering, but shoot, it's right on the outskirts of Harlem. I mean, it was only 15 minutes from my house, and Harlem is booming, so you'll see growth out this way. Property values are going to go up. For $381,000 for 28 acres and a 3-bedroom, 2-bath home. I don't know if you can beat that out here or down here. So this is cool. It's like cleared and open. You could do all kinds of stuff with this. I mean, the property sloped a little bit coming back, but really nothing at all. Shoot, I kind of want to buy this property. This is a rare find. All right, so I know the house still needs some updating. Probably some cosmetic stuff done to it, but I know, Jasmine, you and I talked, and you guys weren't too concerned with that and are willing to put in the work and elbow grease. I mean, shoot, we talked about, your parents, dad, mom, whoever. I mean, they'd build a lot right back here if they wanted. There'd be some expense routing the power and the water back here, or they could just do a well. But I hear the froggies. We definitely must be getting close to the pond. So I would have to look closely at where the property lines are, to even find them out here. I'll get lost before I do that. But here's your pond. Looks like it's got a bunch of leaves in it, but I mean, nobody's accessed this thing in years, you can tell. It's just filled up. So I would think you would need to get yourself some, some equipment out here and clear some openings for you. But man, this is actually really beautiful. I'll get a little bit closer, make sure there's no crocodiles or alligators down here. You will find that with fairly decent sized bodies of water. But anyway, super cool and cleared. I mean, great spot to put another home, whatever else you want to build out here. All right, we are 7 minutes in, and I am walking back. I think there's only one path, basically, that they cleared to come back here, but they really just wanted to show off what the property offered, and so they cleared a path to let you see that. What does that warning sign say? I'm just curious. Warning, buried fiber optic cable. Huh. I wonder if that's for internet. That's crazy. Back here, of all places. Back here. I wonder where they routed it. That's a good sign. It just then depends on whether they can give you access to it. So I'm going to ask the owner lady when I go in here in a minute what she knows about the internet out this way. I mean, you're off a fairly major highway. There's got to be internet running alongside it. The question is, can you get to it? Can you access it? That's what you have to find out. And I know they're doing a lot of work to make it happen in this area, but I know the funding is coming, but it's just going to take a while for projects like that, especially in rural areas. I think I mentioned that you've got the option for, like, what we use is a Verizon hotspot, and that has actually worked pretty well for us. I mean, we really rarely have any issues, and it's pretty fast. It's like the speed of your cell phone, fast, because that's all it is. It's operating off the cell towers. But look how cool that is, isn't it? Just open forest, nice big hardwoods. So I'll ask the owner on that. Of course, there always is the satellite option from what do they call it? It's Elon Musk company that he started, that they're throwing a bunch of satellites up in the air for, and those are going to provide pretty fast internet from space, but a lot better than anything else that's offered out there nowadays through like HughesNet and Dish and those companies. So the lady did say again that the home, she's not going to put money into getting it updated. Whoever buys it, I mean, that's why they priced it at such a reasonable price, I think, for a 2,000 square foot home on 28 acres for $380. That's the steal in this area. It really is. I think it can easily appraise for more. So I think you will be covered there. You know, if you decide to make an offer on this, you'll be able to get qualified and not have any issues with the appraised value of the home. So she said that, you know, she'd only be willing to do repairs if it's required by the VA. Everything else that may come up in the inspection report, it may be, it would be something that you would have to address at a later time, unless it was something so significant. And if it was, then, you know, structural issues that, you know, if the VA doesn't catch it in their appraisal inspection, but the inspector does, it's still something that I guess you negotiate with them on. Hopefully be able to work out the deal. But I told him told the nice lady that you guys are pretty accommodating, and they do have 2 other showings tomorrow. So there may be a little competition. So we definitely have to reassure them that, or this lady, that we, you know, aren't going to cause too many issues for, or ask for too many things, if anything at all. I mean, it's an older home, right? 1970. There's going to be things that come up. I mean, we have to look at the seller's disclosure again to see if the property has, you know, the roof on it is in good shape. How old that is, I can't remember. It looks decent, but it also looks like it's had some debris. It is all brick, but it does have a crawl space, so we'd have to look at the crawl space, see if there's any issues there. But yeah, look at this nice cleared front yard. Somebody definitely took care of this place. Nice hedge around the house. Alright, well, I'm going to pause this, say hi to the lady, and see if she'll let me take a video tour on the inside. Alright, one sec.